Well, then I'll just kind of do. Okay. I'll just go with what's in the air and we'll go together. And we'll move together. So go ahead and find your comfortable seated position. And always help yourself to any props if you prefer to sit on a pillow. Okay. So find your comfortable seated position. Go ahead and close the eyes, or maybe have them gently gazing at the floor at the top of your mat. Allow yourself to arrive here. Just feel your whole presence, like a wave just come through you and you feel anchored onto your mat. You're here. Let go of anything that happened today or this week. You are right here, right now. And breathe that in. As you exhale, let go of anything conscious or unconscious that prevents you from being right here, right now. And just do that a few more times with your breath. Inhale the present moment. And exhale anything that prevents you from being right here, right now. And begin to soften through the forehead and the eyes and the jaw. Your shoulders roll down and back and your heart lift a little higher. And since you're beginning to move into the space of focus and cleansing, I'm going to introduce a breathing exercise that can really facilitate that. So if you prefer, if it feels new to you, bring a hand to your belly. And as you inhale, I want you to see if you can press your belly out as far as you can using your breath though. And then as you exhale, press all the air out and draw the belly button towards the spine. Press it in. Inhale. Press the belly out. And don't worry if it feels awkward or maybe even tight in areas of your breath. Exhale, press the belly button towards the spine. As you practice this more and more, the breath becomes more fluid and easier. Inhale into the belly. Exhale, press the belly button back towards the spine. We're going to do 5 more like this. Just continue to breathe. Keep your focus on your breath. Feel your breath. Create a change in your body by pressing the belly out. And then as you exhale, another change as you press the belly button towards the spine. Do 2 more wherever you are. The last one, bring a gentle smile to your face. And exhale. Bring your hand back to your lap. Take a moment, just allow the breath to become free-flowing, but notice any subtle shifts that have already happened, either physically or mentally, emotionally. Bringing a gentle smile to your face. Imagining the corners of your lips have a string like a puppeteer to each side of your heart. And as you bring a gentle smile to your face, you're lifting your heart, bringing it into a little smile as well. Bring your hands to your heart center. And taking the time to connect inward even deeper with your breath and your intention for your practice today. A positive affirmation or a quality you'd like to bring into your life, breathe it in now. We'll use a releasing breath to release our attention to something higher. Inhale. And exhale through the mouth with a sigh. Let the jaw be loose. A gentle smile to your face. And I'm going to encourage you throughout your practice to just allow the smile to come to your face, especially when things get challenging. Okay. Just soften through the edges. And your next inhale, reach the arms out to the side and up. Maybe bring the gaze up. And then as you exhale, palms down as you reach towards the floor, chin melting towards your chest. Keep your eyes closed or begin to open them. Inhale, palms reach up towards the ceiling. As you reach up, look up. As if you're reaching up for the sun. And then exhale like angel wings. Spread them wide. Chin to the chest. Do this with your breath. Inhale to reach up. You can move as slow as you want. Just becoming more mindful, connecting your breath with your movement. Keep moving with your breath. And the next time you inhale, reach up, you're going to clasp your hands, press your palms up towards the ceiling, if you can, and really lift through the heart, like you have a string attached to the sternum and it's reaching straight up towards the sky. Draw the belly in towards the spine. Now let your sit bones become really heavy into the mat and reach up through the chest. Breathe into the sides of the ribs. Soften through the temples and the jaw. And as you exhale, bring your right hand to the floor, left arm reaches up. Take another deep breath in. Draw your ear away from your shoulder. And then exhale. So rather than collapsing in, try to keep the length in your spine and the integrity in the neck. And then if you want, you can reach over. You can walk your right fingertips away from you. You might come to the forearm. I want you to breathe into your left rib cage here. Create space with your breath. And then we'll inhale, use your core strength to draw you back to center, and exhale up and over to the other side. So again, being mindful that one side might have a different sensation than the other side. Just move to your edge, that place where you feel sensation, but you're not into pain. You want to just breathe into the sensations. All of life is just a series of sensations. Your brain has been trained to react to those sensations. In yoga, we get an opportunity to evaluate those sensations with mindfulness, breathe into them, and just realize they are just sensations. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, bring your hands to the mat or the floor and slowly walk your hands forward. I want you to keep your elbows straight, press into your mat, and then press your hips back. See if you can breathe into your lower back. And then walk your hands back towards your legs. We're gonna cross the other leg on top. And come back into your forward fold. So bring your hands down, keeping your arms nice and active and pressing your hips back towards the mat. And breathe into your lower back. The bottom of your out breath, draw the belly button towards your spine. Press all the air out. Full deep in breath. And on your next out breath, walking your hands back to center again. This time we're going to roll onto hands and knees and sit back in child's pose. Okay, your feet can be together, knees together, or if you prefer a little space between your knees, bring them to each side of your mat and let the upper body fold forward. And let's make this a nice active child's pose. So again, elbows straight, press the hands into the mat and press your hips back. Breathe into your lower back. See if you can take a breath so deep you feel it in the lowest ribs. Drawing the belly in towards the spine on the out breath. Each breath nourishing your heart. Each breath cleansing out anger, frustration, doubt, guilt. Each out breath, letting it go from the body. Your in-breath invites new thoughts. Into those spaces that are gently being cleansed of doubt or fear. And they're being replaced with ones of trust and acceptance, contentment, possibly even love. Take the deepest breath you've taken today. In, as deep as you can. Hold the breath. Smile as you exhale. And then slowly on your in-breath, come to all fours. Preparing for cat and cow, so setting up your foundation so you feel nice and solid. Spread the fingers wide. And on your in-breath, reach your chest forward, shoulders away from the ears, a gentle arch in the back. And as you breathe out, rounding the back, chin toward the chest. And really press into the earth, press into the floor. Inhale, lift the gaze. Heart reaches forward, shoulders away from the ears. And exhale, round. Belly to spine. Just keep moving with your breath. Inhale to arch. And exhale to round. If it feels comfortable to close the eyes, go inward, and just feel your breath connect with your movement. If it feels good during your out breath, feel free to sit back towards your heels in a child's pose for a moment. And on your next in-breath, come back to all fours, coming straight back into cow pose, arching the back and lifting the heart. So beginning to move through a flow with your breath and your movement. Inhale to lift. And exhale to round. Let's do 2 more rounds. Follow the rhythm of your own breath. Maybe bring a gentle smile to your face. And we'll meet in child's pose. This time I'd like for you to bring your thumbs to the sides of your temple. So I usually use my the ridge of my pointer finger for my forehead. I bring my thumbs to my temple, and you're just going to give yourself a gentle massage right here at the temple. And then it doesn't have to be just at the temples, but at the hairline. There's all these amazing acupressure points. Right above the ear, the hairline, right near the temple. To help release tension from the mind and from the jaw. Just breathe as you massage. And then press your thumbs towards the hairline. You'll probably find a few tender spots. If you can find a tender spot, you don't have to dig into it, but gentle pressure there. Hold that pressure. Inhale deeply in through the nose. Open the jaw really wide. And then exhale through the nose or the mouth. Maybe putting a little more pressure on the temples. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale. Hold the breath. Keep pushing on the temples or that tender spot, and then exhale through the mouth, through the nose. Let the jaw be wide and soft. Beautiful. Release the pressure point at the temples. Bring your arms forward. And then rest your forehead on the floor or on your stacked hands if your forehead doesn't reach the floor. And just take a few moments with your eyes closed to just soften through the temples. Beautiful. Okay, walk your arms back towards the front if they're not there. Walk your upper body over to your right. So still sit back on your heels, walk your body over to the right. And now with your left arm, I want you to reach firmly across the body, press it into the floor, there you go. And now sit back towards the left hip. Breathe through the left rib cage. And one of the things I like to do is bend my right arm and use it as a pillow for my forehead. And use your breath into the left rib cage, all the way down into the hip if you can. Maybe bring a gentle smile to your face. And begin to bring loving thoughts into the left side of your body. And then slowly walk yourself up and over to the other side. So upper body is reaching to the left, right arm reaches across the body. Beautiful. And immediately bring your breath into the right side of your body. Sitting back into the right hip. Soften through the face and breathe. And bring loving thoughts into the right side of your body. Acceptance of gratitude. And on your next in-breath, you're going to slowly walk back to center. We're going to come forward. We're going to lower all the way onto the mat, coming onto our belly. We're going to do a few rounds of cobra. So draw the legs nice and strong, tops of the feet on the floor. So your shoulders are drawing away from the ears, the elbows drawing back towards the waist. As you gently lift the upper body, lift the chest, look up, and then exhale, lower back down. That would be my son's toy. Inhale, lift the chest. And exhale, lower. Moving with your breath 3 more times. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. And let's try to really take advantage of every part of our breath. So inhale, keep inhaling, inhaling, inhaling. Inhale more than you think you can, and then exhale, press it all out. One more time. Inhale to lift. And exhale, lower. Beautiful. Go ahead, tuck the toes from your knees, press back into child's pose just for a moment. And then come back to all fours. We're going to do thread the needle. So what I want you to do is take the right arm, reach it up towards the side of the room. And we're going to stay here just for a moment. First twist of class. If it feels comfortable for your neck, look up at your right hand. Otherwise, just gaze out to the side. Breathing where the breath can find space. And then exhale, let the right arm come underneath the left armpit. And the back of the hand to the floor, put pressure on the right shoulder. Looking over at your right hand, you can allow the left arm, the left elbow to lift high. You can walk the hand towards the top of the head. That's a little deeper stretch through the upper back. Breathe. Beautiful. Hand. And then inhale, spiral back open to the right, reach up. Hold here for another breath. Exhale, right hand down. Feel maybe a difference between the right and left. Inhale the left arm up, and we'll hold here and breathe. So explore where your breath can go right now. Where can you feel it that's new? And as you exhale, thread the needle. So left arm underneath right armpit, top of the hand on the floor. Press through the hand, press through your left hand. Maybe walk your right fingertips towards the top of your head. And again, you're breathing. Eyes can be open or gently closed to bring your focus more inward. And then bring your right fingertips back where you can see them. And inhale, spiral back open for 2 breaths. And then exhale, left hand back down. Okay, go ahead, walk your hands forward a little more, tuck the toes, and slowly press back to your first down dog. And take the next 10 breaths to move in your down dog, bicycle out the legs, slowly. Maybe you hold one side for a few breaths, and then the other. You might make hip circles, knee circles. Just give yourself an opportunity to do what feels good in your body right now. Take care of self. Five more breaths. Take one more deep breath. I want you to look forward on your in-breath towards the top of your hands, towards where your thumbs are, and then slowly walk your feet forward as you exhale, coming into a forward fold. Bend the knees. Okay. I want you to see if you can clasp your hands behind your back today. We're going to do flat back, both by straightening the legs, but reach your arms towards the back of your mat so that your shoulders draw away from your ears. Inhale. And then as you exhale, feel free to move into a forward fold. Maybe bend the knees, let the arms reach up and over your head. We're going to do that four more times. So inhale, flat back. Reach your arms away from your head. Exhale, forward fold. If you prefer a more traditional flat back, release your hands, bring them to the shins or the floor. Inhale to lift. Exhale, lower. Two more. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Bend the knees, gently release the hands. And now just let yourself flow from side to side. You can bend and straighten one knee, then the other. Just let the crown of the head go too, so there's some freedom and openness in the back of the neck. Like seaweed in the water. Take a moment in your forward fold, roll out your wrists. Other direction. And with a nice strong core, drawing the belly button towards the spine, sit back in a chair, reach the arms out to each side, and come all the way up to standing, reaching up. And then exhale, hands to the heart or by your side. Take a moment, just make sure you're not too dizzy. Breathe. Coming into mountain pose, so toes spread wide, thighs are strongly lifting on the kneecaps. Tuck the tailbone so that the lower abdomen can lift up towards your heart lifts up towards the sky, shoulders drawn down and back. Stand here with your breath. Maybe a gentle smile on your face. Beautiful. Let's move through a gentle flow. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, up and over to your right. You can release the right hand to the waist if you prefer. Nice in-breath brings you back to center. Exhale, up and over to the left. Inhale to center. Exhale into a forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale back into your forward fold. Plant the hands and step your right leg straight back. So option would be low lunge, backing on the floor, or stay in a high lunge. Make your legs really strong, squeeze the inner thighs together, and then inhale, reach the arms up. See if you can immediately find a softness in your heart, softness in your face to bring a gentle smile, and breathe. This nice strong pose, but not strength just in the physical sense, but strength, inner strength. Strength of the heart, strength of your mind. And then exhale, bring the hands down. Right hand underneath your shoulder. Inhale, spin the left arm up. Hold here, 3 breaths. So if it's not comfortable to look up at your fingers, go ahead and look to the side, maybe even gently down at the floor. 1 more breath. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Bring your right knee to the floor, and you're gonna reach your hips back, coming into a half splits pose. Yeah, a nice, everyone's favorite. If it's too intense, lifting the toes up towards the ceiling, slowly begin to bring them back towards the mat until you're at your edge. It's all about your edge, and every day the edge is different. And just breathe into the back of your hamstring. This is also another place. You're fine, you have your fingertips on the floor, but you could use a block here if it's challenging to reach the floor. Just breathe. It's just a sensation, it's not who you are. Okay, so this one is going to be a little more intense. If you choose to get a block, let me know, I can bring one over. You're gonna bring your hand to the right and see if you can begin. Keep your left hip like anchored towards the floor as you begin to spin open. Is that okay? You want a block? Okay. Just breathe into your left hip. Your next out breath, your hand will float back to frame the left foot. Bend the knee, place your hands back in line with the tops of your toes, step back, down dog. And look forward, bring the right foot forward, and again, either low lunge, like you did on the other leg, or come into high lunge. Squeeze the inner thighs towards each other. I'm sorry, your right leg forward. Your other leg forward. Is that the side you just did a lunge on? No, it's the other side. Okay, as long as it's right the other side. The other foot is forward. Right, yeah. So if you step back, okay. Inhale, reach up. And breathe. Soften through the heart. Even though this is a strong pose, soften through the heart, soften through the smile. Let your breath be strong. Let your body be strong. Your heart is open. One more breath. Bring your hands to the floor, left hand underneath your shoulder, and inhale, open up to the right. And so the heart channel in Chinese medicine, the meridian channel, comes from the heart actually itself, the center here, and travels all the way out the inner arm to the outer edge of the pinky.
It was always on this side.
Right?
You're turning towards this side.
Yeah. So reach through the pinky. And on your next out breath, the hand will float back to the floor, back knee to the floor, and coming into our half split pose. Maybe lifting the toes a little or a lot. It's okay. It's okay, you're okay.
Right.
Stay in your body, stay in your breath. Yoga is such a great practice, at least for me, because my brain is always like, seems like it never turns off, but once I get on the mat, I can realize that it becomes such a big mirror, like when my thoughts distract me from right here, right now, because those sensations bring me back into the body. So it's totally normal to get distracted, but just allow this practice to remind you to come back to the breath, come back to just noticing the thought. And then keeping your left hand on the floor or block, you can anchor the right hip towards the floor and begin to spin open to the right. And again, allowing the pinky to be strong and active. Yeah, breathe into it. I'm doing the same thing. Whew, yeah. Exhale, release, and come out of that pose. Bring your hands forward to the tops of your toes, down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, come all the way forward, high plank pose. We're just gonna do a little core work here. Okay, option can be here or bring your knees to the floor. We're gonna hold for another 3 breaths. Push away from the floor. Push away from gravity. Maybe bring a gentle smile to the face. Inhale forward just a centimeter or 2. And then from toes or knees, lower all the way onto your mat. Beautiful. Okay, untuck the toes. We're going to move into a different pose this time. So I want you to bring your hands more towards the top corner of your mat and then out a little. Okay? Yep, perfect. And then if it feels comfortable for you, we want to keep our shoulders away from our ears. You can come, I like this variation on the fingertips, but some people don't like it, so you choose what's best for you. Nice, straight, strong legs. Tuck the tailbone towards the feet. And as you do that, squeeze the shoulder blades together and lift. Breathe. Just a variation of cobra. It's more like a praying mantis, isn't it? So breathe into your heart center. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, massaging the back side of our heart. Lift one more breath. And exhale, release. Go ahead, turn your head, your gaze one direction, arms by your side, and just take a moment. Take a nice deep in-breath in through the nose. Soften through the mouth. And then allow your gaze to move to the other side. Same thing. In through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Then bring your hands by your chest, front toes or knees. Reverse push-up, either through child's pose to down dog or straight to down dog. And turn to the front of your mat. And as you exhale, slowly walk your feet forward, coming back into your forward fold. Bend the knees, sit back in your chair, sweep the arms out to the side, come all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to the heart. Take your right leg, step it straight back. So the distance between your feet are about the length of one of your legs. Okay? And then go ahead and pivot the feet to the back of your mat. So your right toes point to the back of your mat, left toes in. Try to keep your hips and shoulders open to the long side of the mat. Triangle pose, Trikonasana pose. Bring your arms parallel with the floor. Nice, straight, strong legs. Press your hips to the front of the mat. So press your hips towards me, towards me, towards me, towards me. Yep, towards your left leg. Into your left hip. Yep, and then the upper body is counterbalance. Bringing your hand to your thigh, the shin, the floor, block. Left arm can reach up. Your gaze can be up, straight ahead, or towards the floor. Just try to find length in the back of the neck. Breathe. And again, reach through the pinky. Summertime is associated with the channel, the heart meridian, the pericardium, the protector of the heart. So simply engaging our practice by stretching and activating that pinky side, the middle finger, the ring finger, to stimulate the heart. Open up the channels. Nice strong legs. Inhale, come up. And then switch legs. So pivot the left toes to the top of the mat, the front of your mat, right toes in. Keep your hips and shoulders open to the long side of the mat, straight, strong legs. And now press into your right hip, press into your right hip. Upper body counterbalances forward towards the thigh, the shin, the foot, or block, or the floor. Reach through the pinky of your right hand. Breathe. Your in-breath will bring you back up. And then exhale your hands by your side. Go ahead and turn so that your toes are pointing towards the long side of the mat. Widen your stance just a little. And so I'm going to give you the option to bind your hands behind your back, keep your legs nice, straight, and strong, and move into a forward fold. If you don't want to do the bind, you can release your hands to the floor. Squeezing the shoulder blades together if you are in the bind. Allowing the back of the neck to be long, the crown of the head to reach towards the floor. down. Use the strength of your arms. Inhale, come all the way back up. Bend the knees if you need to. I want you to actually reach to the floor with your hands. Lift the heart for an extra breath. And then exhale, release the arms. And just toe heel the feet back towards each other. Stand in a nice tall mountain pose. Just notice and feel. Let's move to a standing posture. Let's go into a standing balance pose, so tree pose. So go ahead and shift your weight onto your right foot. I will mirror you. And then bring the bottom of the foot, either toes to the floor, the shin right below the knee or above the knee. Yeah, so your right leg is straight and strong, pressing into the floor, but you're actually lifting through the crown of the head, almost like you're trying to lift onto their tippy toes. Okay, almost. But you want to feel nice and grounded. Beautiful. Draw the left knee back in space. Lift through the heart. Maybe lift through the arms. Soften your gaze. Maybe bring a gentle smile to your face and breathe. One more breath. And then mindfully release. Beautiful. Other side. So you know where you're going. Find stability this time on your left leg. Bring the right foot where it needs to go today. Draw the right knee back. Lift through the heart. Maybe lift through the arms. Maybe lift through the sides of your mouth. Breathe. Take the deepest breath you've taken. And exhale as you release. Beautiful. Let's go ahead, bring your hips or feet hip width apart, turn your toes out. First, you're just going to do some hip circles, okay? So you might need to bend the knees. Notice where it feels sticky or tight. You might spend some time just breathing into that area. And switch the direction of your circles. Okay, walk your feet in a little closer, heels towards each other, toes apart, and slowly lower towards your Malasana pose. And allow yourself to be accepting that your body might be in a different place today than it was yesterday, 10 years ago, 20 years ago. And if you can, draw your hands towards your chest, and as you do that, lift through the upper back. Shoulders away from the ears. Find length through the spine. And then slowly lower. Go ahead and come onto your bottom. Hug the knees towards each other. I want you to give yourself a well-deserved hug. So just cross at the shins, draw the chin towards the heart. Breathe into the back of your neck. And then go ahead and extend the legs towards the front of your mat. Coming into a straight leg forward fold. So you go to reach up, and if you begin to reach forward and your back really rounds, take a bend in the knee so you can keep your spine nice and long. Inhale, reach up, and then exhale, move into a forward fold. Draw the toes towards the face. Keep the feet very active. That means bending the knees. Do so. And actually, let's use our own body to create space as well as our breath. So bend the knees enough that you can grab the pinky edge of your toes. And I want you to especially rub the outer pinky. This is the terminal point for the bladder channel, urinary bladder channel. Again, another meridian. But this one runs the entire backside of our body, up over our head into our inner eyes. And so now inhale, flat back, release the point. Maybe straighten the legs a little more and exhale into a forward fold. Notice if there's any change, maybe a little more openness. And you can do this as you move into your forward fold, is just massage the pinky edge with the knees bent or straight. Take one more breath. And then inhale, we're gonna inhale, reach up, reach up, reach up. And exhale back to your heart. Moving into reverse tabletop, so bringing the feet towards the bottom. Okay. Bring your hands behind you. So if you can, fingers can be pointing away from each other or behind you. Okay, whatever is best for your shoulders, and sometimes we need to come out of the pose to readjust. Okay, press through the hands, press through the feet, and then inhale with straight arms if you can. Lift the mid part of your body as the tabletop. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, shoulders away from ears. Press through the floor to lift. One more breath. And then slowly lower the bottom back towards the floor. Beautiful. Extend the left leg in front of you, right knee bends and then opens up to the side. Draw the left toes towards the face, inhale, lift up, spin your heart towards your left toes, and then exhale into a forward fold. And again, if you need to bend the knee to find your edge, to make it less intense, do so. Over time, the foot or the shin or the ankle becomes accessible. You could also use a strap. Breathe into the back of your left leg, the left hip, wherever you feel it most. And inhale, reach up. Exhale, hand to the heart. Switching legs mindfully. So extend the right leg in front of you, bend the left knee in, and then open it out to the left. Right toes back towards the face, inhale, reach up. Spin your heart towards the right foot and then exhale, forward fold. You can use that same acupressure point on the outer edge of your pinky here. Just play, massage. Notice if it assists you in any way. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Beautiful. Go ahead, inhale, left knee in. Right leg out. Okay, draw the right knee back in towards the chest. This time bring it up and over the left leg. Yep, there you go. So either hug, using your left arm, you're either hugging or hooking. Yep, beautiful. Right arm reaches up and circles behind you to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest. Shoulders away from the ears as you begin to spin open to the right. Soften through the face and the jaw. Inhale back to center. Leave your legs where they are. You're going to counter twist over to the left. And then inhale back to center. Hug the right knee back in, uncross, straighten the right leg. Bend the left knee, up and over the right. So you're either hugging with your right arm or hooking. Left arm reaches up, circles behind. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, twist. So shoulders away from the ears. Deepest breath you've taken today. Inhale back to center. Keep your legs where they are. Counter twist to the right. Inhale back to center. Go ahead and uncross the legs. What we're going to do is scoot our bottom towards the front of our mat so that we can lower onto our back. You can use this as a core exercise time and slowly, slowly lower, or just roll it in and come onto your back. We'll all eventually meet knees hugging in towards the chest. Then take your 2 peace fingers, grab your right toe, right big toe, and bring your left foot to the floor. Your left arm is just out to the side for stability, and see if you can begin to straighten the right knee, pressing the bottom of your foot up towards the ceiling. Just breathe into the back of the leg again. If it's accessible for you, you can straighten the left leg as well, as long as that doesn't cause too much discomfort. Soften through the face, maybe a gentle smile on the face. And then slowly begin to open the leg up to the right. Allow it to just float. At some point your hip will stop you. Just breathe into the inner right leg. And then use your core strength, draw the belly button towards the spine. Inhale, bring the leg back to center. And then bend the right knee. Okay, you're going to guide it up and over. And so this time straighten the left leg. Guide it up and over to the left. Bring your right arm out to the side. If it feels okay, bring your gaze over to the right as well. Close the eyes, and I want you to breathe into your lower back. Maybe even bring a color to your breath. A color that's rejuvenating and healing. And as you breathe in, that color travels down your spine, down into the lowest part of your hips and your pelvic bowl. Rejuvenating, restoring. And slowly, slowly bring your gaze back to center, guide the knee back to center. Hug both knees back towards your chest. And then left fingertips, or 2 peace fingers, grab the left big toe, right foot on the floor, and see if you can begin to straighten the left knee. Pressing the bottom of the foot up towards the ceiling. Just breathing into the sensations again. If it's comfortable for you, you can straighten your right leg. And then on your next in breath, slowly begin to open your leg out to the left. Just breathe into the inner left leg. Drawing the belly to the spine, inhale, lift the leg back to center. And then hug the left knee into your chest. Right arm is going to guide the knee over to your right. Left arm out to your side. Bring your gaze away from your leg. Bring your gaze to the left and breathe. And again, bring a color to your breath if that is comfortable. That comes to you easily, and just breathe into your spine. Rejuvenate. And slowly bring your gaze back to center, bring your leg back to center. Hug both knees into your chest. Grabbing the outer pinky edge, moving into happy baby pose. Draw your feet over your knees, draw your knees apart. Your hands can draw the legs towards the floor if you need a little deeper stretch. If you need a little deeper stretch, maybe begin to press your tailbone back towards the floor as well. And then gently hug the knees back towards the chest one more time. Maybe rock and roll left and right, give yourself a well-deserved massage. And then when you're ready, slowly moving into Shavasana. So extending one leg out, then the other. Beautiful. Yep, arms out to the side, palms up. Into your body. Into your fingers and your toes. to your heart and just feel the beating of your heart. Bringing a gentle smile to your face. Bend one knee, then the other, and slowly roll to one side of your choice, just for a moment. Slowly wake up the body. And gently come all the way up to seated when you're ready. Taking the seated meditative pose of your choice. Come into the seated pose, sit nice and tall. Roll the shoulders down and back with the heart lifted, back of the hands to the thighs. Close the eyes. And just notice how you feel now versus when you started. Bringing a gentle smile to your face. Do a gentle breathing practice where we'll inhale for the count of 4, and then we'll slowly exhale for the count of 4. See if you can draw the breath deep from the core all the way up towards the heart. So exhale, press all the air out. Then we'll inhale slowly and gently for 1, 2, 3, all the way up into your heart, 4, and then exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1, belly to spine. Inhale for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. One more time. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release the breathing practice. Just let the breath move naturally. Make the face soften again. Just notice. Bringing your attention back into your heart space. Bring your hands to your heart. Take a few breaths into your heart center. And taking a moment to share your practice with someone who can't be here. A friend, a family member, maybe a community somewhere on the globe. Just send out a ripple of loving kindness from your heart to theirs. A nice deep releasing breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. From my heart to yours, aloha and namaste.